What I would urge you to do as you go on with the rest of this night is really to lead with your ears rather than with your mouth or even with your heart. And what I mean by leading with your ears is to listen first, speak next, feel next, think next, listen first.
Freddie Gray was arrested in the Sandtown, Winchester neighborhood of Baltimore on April 12, 2015. Not long after his arrest, Gray was taken to the University of Maryland R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in a coma. He died on April 19, 2015. His death has sparked an emotional resonance in hearts across the country, including those in the McDaniel College community.
People from the outside looking in on it have put everyone in these two groups, like police on one side and the people on the other side, but in actuality, we're all the people.
It's one thing if you're like upset with police brutality or the way that police are enforcing things within our system and you feel like the system itself is unjust. And I feel like I personally don't like to use violence to, get a point across, but I feel like if you are using violence for that specific point, I feel like the burning of police cars and all of that, like, okay, that's getting your point across, but like the looting of the malls and all of that, like, I just don't understand how all of that kind of came into play.
I'm in ROTC here, and so I was friends with people who were sent, who are also enlisted in the National Guard. So I was also worried about their safety when they left.
The only thing I'm against with is hurting bystanders. I mean, I'm not trying to defend anyone that says a racist comment or anything like that. Sometimes, like, let's say doing a riot and you actually cause more harm to the community than it already has.
McDaniel College hosted Believe, Bigger Than Baltimore, on April 29, 2015, to connect the campus and lift the spirits of the community.
I'm Roger Casey, and I would ask that we take a moment of silence in memory of Freddie Gray.
secondary type of hurt where I'm not directly from Baltimore. I'm from Annapolis, so I'm close by, but I don't want to speak as if I was from Baltimore, but I do have friends. We are McDaniel, so it's this campus. I know are from there, so they're hurt. To some degree, I feel hurt.
I know what it's like to grow up in a neighborhood where there's a police presence that regards you in perhaps a negative light, that regards your life as less worthy than the lives of other people in other places.
And I want what they want, which is, peace and understanding and, just, clarification on what's going on.
What's happening in Baltimore is a really terrible thing. And if it wasn't Baltimore, it would have been another city. So I just feel like we all just need to come together and really try to help each other to really rebuild the city.
I just hope that everybody learns from this. I hope that there's going to be justice. That's my main thing. I want there to be justice. I don't want these things to continue to happen. I want us to learn from these things and be able to move on. I want us to all come together, regardless of where we're from, regardless of skin color, religion, or whatever it may be, and just basically support each other and look past those differences.
Being a peace advocate, I would love to see this being handled in more of a peaceful manner, but there's something to be said that we move movements happen with action. So I wish the action could be done in another way. I know it's heartbreaking to watch it happen this way.
Members of the McDaniel community have begun assisting Baltimore residents in an effort to heal the city.
So when we went to Baltimore, we actually met up with a couple students from Morgan State University, and we were cleaning up trash within the streets. We pretty much were on North Avenue, cleaning up all the trash that we saw. So I felt like it was something that was good to do. And I've always been somebody that's like about service and about doing things for others and about helping the community. So for me, it was like a no-brainer. It was like, let's do it.
So a group of students got together with the administration as well, with Dean Garrell and people from the Office of Student Engagement to pack lunches for students in Baltimore. So we kind of all had an assembly line, we made sandwiches and gave them water and a snack and chips and fruit, and then bagged them up.
Not going to school means like I don't have lunch for that day. Like for a lot of kids in Baltimore, that's kind of like what happens. That's really sad. That there's no one, to help clean up, that there's not a lot of people out there, trying to help these children, and that this has caused them to not only have less education, but also less chance of eating and being fed. Talk about the issues or coming together in a sense to support other communities, I think is a really good start and a good way to create change.
I'm just happy that this shows that McDaniel is united to some degree.
I'm very happy that they're doing something to help out, but I just wish that it didn't take this for it to happen. I wish that we could come together maybe every once in a while and do something like this.
We always talk about doing things, but we actually never do them. This is for once in my 4 years that I've been here that we're actually doing something.
And I wanted to feel like I'm helping out in some way, even though I'm not over there right now because I'm on campus for school. So I wanted to be a part of something.
Doing this today it's uplifting. It's just a very, very small thing. But it makes me think, if we can do this in 1 hour, if everyone around the country or in Baltimore or, at colleges, just in Maryland, that's a lot of schools, could take an hour to do something to make a difference or speak out.
There is, in a sense, hope, and that change is hopefully coming. Maybe not to the extent that we want it, but to some degree.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr.
Dear God, thank you for allowing us all to be here among our busy schedules.
Lift up the city of Baltimore in our prayers tonight and our thoughts.
In the brokenness and the pain and the anger and the hunger for change, God.
It's so awesome to see so many people here.
For the people in the McDaniel community for coming together, especially those who are deeply affected by the tragedy in Baltimore.